What's up? Semen retention. Soft spoken men will be treated terribly because of their lack of masculinity. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that I was soft spoken, different environments that I was in, like in school or when I was at a certain job or whatever. And one things that I've realized and I've seen is that the guys who are not loud, the guys who are, quiet, they're gonna be more prone to being looked at as like a weakness, but also feel like a weakness too because it feel like you like when somebody talking, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been times where I walk into a room and it feel like nobody would like listen to me, or you know what I'm saying, nobody would kind of uh take what I was saying serious. It was like, how you can be in a room too where also you talking and like you speak super low. Like I was always one of them type of people where you know people always be like, huh, huh, and I be speaking real low. So and I honestly believe I don't believe I always was like very soft spoken like that. Uh, Obviously, you know, because I think my confidence went way down, and that's another thing when it comes to senior retention. It's gonna make your voice. You're gonna be more vocal about just expressing yourself, and you're gonna hear the energy and the life in your voice. But whenever you get into addiction with lust and all that type of stuff, your voice gets weaker. Your voice gets less masculine, and as a result of that, you're gonna speak very timidly and very passively and very weak. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have like that bass to your voice, And I think that that's a thing that a lot of guys go through. We feel like we're not heard, and I think we have to get to a place where when we speak, we speak like a man. We don't always speak like very soft and you know timidly, you know, and that's the problem that I've had, man. Is like being soft spoken as a man, it's never gonna benefit you to be soft spoken. Even if you're just a nice person or whatever, you know, people gonna look to take advantage of you more as far as pick on you, or you know what I'm saying. Like it can just pick holes in your confidence and give make you like a target or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what lead people to calling you shy, calling you quiet. And that's just a problem right there. And that's not gonna help you with anything when it comes to talking to girls, when it comes to talking to friends. Uh, People just gonna be more prone to kind of pick at you and talk about you and stuff, man. And I believe when you get on this journey with semen retention, man, you you want to get to a level where like you kind of want your masculinity back. You're trying to get your masculinity back, and you get it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys will be so scientific and be like, well, it doesn't make you more masculine. It doesn't raise your testosterone, and it do because over time when you and they did studies on this too. Like after 7 days and like 7 days, they did a study where it was one for 7 days, and then they did one where it was 3 weeks, and the men's testosterone went up. But you got to think that's only after a week or 3 weeks. You know, think about if you get on retention for months and then years or whatever, or a year. You know, so you really have to reclaim your masculinity and stop being, see, that's what masculinity is gonna do. It's gonna make you have fun, but it's gonna make you be able to control yourself with that fun. I think a lot of times you see a lot of guys who, they may talk to a lot of girls or whatever, they're uncontrollable. They can't really control themselves. They just addicted to just going out and try to have fun and just, meaningless pleasure. While a guy who wants semen retention, he know how to go out, have fun, but he not gonna hurt himself. You get what I'm saying? So he know how to make good decisions behind it. And it's a lot of stuff, man, that a man has to kind of steer away from growing up, because people nowadays, men, women, they're gonna do everything to attack your masculinity. They're gonna do everything to attack your sexuality. You know, you know how you could be talking to a girl or whatever, and or you might see something on the internet or whatever, and the first thing they quick to do is like, oh, he gay. He don't like girls, or he don't like doing this. He gay. You know, so I think that's a huge problem right there. Like, a man's sexuality gets attacked and his masculinity gets attacked. You know what I'm saying? A lot. So it's just that much more important for a man to not masturbate, not be masturbating, and not be, watching, the websites. Don't do nothing that's gonna emasculate you behind closed doors, or in open doors. Don't do nothing that's gonna emasculate you in general. And that's what masturbation does, man. It's going to emasculate you, you know, and in every aspect, it's gonna be so bad to where how you speak and how you carry yourself is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a more feminized version of you. And not here to say that being feminine is bad, but for a man to be feminine is bad. You get what I'm saying? It don't fit for a man to be feminine. Now, I'm not against any people that's gay or whatever, but that's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like any dude that get on semen retention, they get more confident. They feel better. Their voice get deeper. They carry themselves. And it's not even that their voice get deeper. It's just when they speak, they're speaking with energy. They're speaking with life. They mean what they say. You get what I'm saying? They ain't speaking like, well, hey, they ain't speaking nervously. You get what I'm saying? They speaking with confidence, and that's what it's about. Even if you have a naturally higher voice or a super deep voice, it's all about speaking with confidence and speaking. You know what I'm saying? Being yourself and speaking with that. So I think that's just the biggest thing. And you know, when you lack masculinity, you're gonna be a more soft spoken guy. You know, um, yeah, man. I got another video that I'm gonna make about that, probably when it comes to like being soft spoken. But I just see that the guys who might be more social or whatever, 9 times out of 10, man, the guy that's more social, he's gonna have the more girls, especially if he knows like if he's not scared. Because this guys, I think when I was growing up, they was confident or not confident. They was like social, but they still was scared to talk to girls. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I was more comfortable when I was alone with a girl than when I was with a girl with a whole bunch of people around. And there's some guys opposite of that. They're probably better with a girl, you know what I'm saying, around a lot of people than by themselves with a girl. And yeah, man, I mean, it's a process or whatever, you know. I might get into, like, I don't know if it's like a Bible study type of thing I'm gonna do or something, but I'm gonna do something with the Bible, probably with this channel. But nah, that's pretty much all I got to say, man. Peace out.